Overseas now, when the United States is expected to press China on its growing nuclear arsenal. Officials from both sides will reportedly meet next week for the first time control talks in 7 years.
They are weapons which can wipe out humanity, and the two largest militaries appear to be willing to work together to prevent their use. The Wall Street Journal reports the United States and Chinese officials will meet on Monday.
The Americans want to know what the Chinese nuclear weapons doctrine is. And the second thing the Americans want to do is just to come up with some mechanisms or protocols to reduce any kind of unintended escalation that would lead to the exchange of nuclear weapons.
China's apparent nuclear plans have caused alarm. A recently released Pentagon report claims China is increasing its nuclear arsenal at a pace faster than predicted, from an estimated 400 to 500 warheads now to more than 1,000 by the end of this decade. It also claims China may be developing a new intercontinental missile system.
That the Chinese tend to mix their arsenal of nuclear and conventional weapons to intentionally create some element of opacity. They don't want transparency, and that's a very dangerous situation.
Beijing has denied it's acting irresponsibly.
China is firmly committed to a defensive nuclear strategy and has always kept our nuclear capabilities at the minimum level required by national security.
The United States has 13 times the number of warheads than China, more than 5,000 total. Lawmakers there have been pushing for a change in nuclear posture to allow for sea-launched nuclear cruise missile systems. That would mean all US cruise missiles deployed to the Pacific could potentially be armed with nuclear warheads.
The fact that both of us are concerned about each other highlights further the need for talks.
Russia maintains the largest nuclear arsenal. President Vladimir Putin oversaw tests of nuclear systems in October and suspended the New START treaty covering US-Russian arms control at the start of this year. Next week's reported talks may curb a three-way arms race and suggest a possible warming in US-China relations, following the Chinese foreign minister's recent Washington visit and ahead of mooted leaders' talks in San Francisco later this month.
You go back to that Churchillian axiom, in war, jaw is better than war. Clearly, if we understand where they are, their concerns and their interests, we have a better potential of reducing the risk of conflict.
Including a conflict that could kill us all. Brent O'Halloran, Sky News.